Okay, now we are going to do filling a text with a photo image. Okay. So you're going to start with your InDesign document, and here I am, as you can see, in the document. I'm on one of the document pages. I'm actually on my first page. And before I had one of these guys in there, so I had a page number, but I don't want that. So I'm going to grab from the master none. So there will not be anything on there. Then I'm going to create a text box. And I'm going to fill it. So I'm going to write a word. Then I'm going to decide what I want to do with it in terms of my font. So I'm going to get larger for one thing so I can have a better view. There we go. Then I'm going to do the pull down menu and select a different font. You want something chunkier if you're going to fill it, because you want to be able to see that photograph inside the text. So I'm going to use Cooper, which will give me a nice wide font. Then I'm going to do something called create outlines. And what that does is it turns it from a text into a graphic that you can then fill. So I'm going to create outlines. And this is now a series of shapes. It is no longer a text. And so it can be made larger by holding Shift and pulling, same way you do with any other graphic object. So basically it's just a series of group shapes, and you will do File, Place. You will put your image in. Oops. And I'm now going to, while it's in here, do a right click, because the image is very large, and I'm going to do fit. First I'm going to try fit frame proportionately. That works really well. Okay, so had I done right click fit content proportionately, you would see my little tiny photograph is proportionate, but it doesn't fill it properly. So for this one, right click fit frame proportionately worked quite nicely. I'm going to actually, because my S, I don't love how that's looking. I like the rest of it quite nicely. I'm going to black arrow, head over to the little donut you'll recall from the last demo, and I'm going to make the photo a little bit larger so I have better fill inside my shape, and then I can move it around, again using the donut, move that photo in there to get a nice fill. Looking good, and you can always go to view, preview to see what it's actually going to look like. Now I'm losing a little bit of my text here, so if something like that happens, you can always just go in and put something behind it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to normal, and I'm just going to draw a shape. In this case, let's see, I like that color better. And I'm going to right click, arrange, send to back, same way we do with our shapes in Illustrator. And I'm going to, again, go to view, screen mode, preview, and yeah, I like that one better. Okay, maybe it's looking a little too close up here, so you can scroll through and try out different colors and see which one works best. I want something a little cooler. There we go. Maybe a little darker. Play around with it until you get something you like. That one I quite like. Okay, so if you were going to use something like this in your document as, like, say this was your logo, you can grab, put them together, grab everything. And I'm going to make it much smaller. Again, holding Shift, Control C, head on up to my master pages. And I can put that beside my page numbering. Okay? And then in your document, everywhere that you have the graphic, you'll have the page number beside it. And I can see it's too tight because the graphic is now pushing into my page numbering. So I can always go back up here, move that over. Make sure you select everything. There we go. So I'm going to marquee to get everything. My page numbering. Here we go. Move that over quite a bit. So then if I go back into my document, it's no longer crowding it. So this could be your graphic logo, it could be your name, it could be the name of your collection, a lot of different things. And then it gets repeated all through the document, everywhere you pull that page master in. See, I've got the old page master down there. I can always go back up to here and click and drag that down into my document. Let's go down a little bit farther. Oops. Hold on. Down a little bit. That's where I want to go. I want to put that page master there. So I'm going to grab that and basically lay it on top of there, and you can see how it immediately updates in the document. I want to get rid of that one because it's the old page. It's an old B master, so I can, that's the one I want to get rid of. I'm going to grab this and pull it onto there. Boom. Okay, that is creating photo clipping text in InDesign.